Howard Stern Show.
The last time I spoke to you, you were pretty much off weed and not drinking. Are you still holding to that, or are you back into it? You're a little bit into it.
We've had a little backsliding.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sober yet.
You're not?
I'm not sober yet. I think I will be.
Is
at
that the
some
goal?
point. Yeah.
Do you run into trouble when you drink? In the sense, it depresses you?
Do you drink to excess? Do you have to be drunk when you drink, or can you just have a social cocktail?
The thing is, there's really no telling what happens when we let the stallion out of the cage with me, because, it really depends. If I go downtown to my old bar, to St. Jay's, I'm probably going to end up throwing a chair at somebody. And,
Are you a violent drunk?
No, I'm not violent. I just get really rowdy, and I like to play.
Did you ever get to the bottom of your depression? Because you've got nice parents. I know you have a good relationship with your parents and stuff. So it's not. Do you think it's something chemical in you, or do you think it has to do with your environment growing up?
I think it's chemical for everybody.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
You don't think this is situational depression. You think this is a chemical interaction in your brain that is not controllable.
Yeah, but I do believe that people that are triggered, their depression is triggered by situations. I believe that all depression stems back to anxiety and an inability to relax during tough situations. So when my life got more and more stressful, it was like I was just smoking and drinking and popping, anything I could do to just chill out. And, that's just, now I meditate.
TM? Transcendental meditation?
I don't know what that is. I meditate.
You meditate.
I meditate. I do yoga.
Right.
I use the sauna a lot.
Right. That's good for you. It opens you up a little bit.
Yeah, it's good for my body because, the show is so physical. And I sing jazz. The jazz has been the best for my depression. And, I was singing the other day. I was playing some songs that I've been writing for my buddy. And he goes, I got to tell you, I'm so happy in a way that you were as sad as you were for a little while. He said, because the pain in your voice, he said, I have not heard it from you before. And I think that's how you grow as an artist, is when you're able to take the things that trouble you and put them into the music, and then you can say to the world, I'm troubled just like you. I'm not fucking special just because I'm a singer. I'm just like everybody else.
Right.
I have the same depression that everybody else has.
Do you think you get bored? Is that the problem too? Because maybe if you're not on the road and you're not singing and you're not performing, maybe.
I'll tell you what triggered it for me.
Yeah.
It was the change in people around me when I became a star. It was very freaky to me.
You mean your best friends kind of thing?
Closest friends, family, people I never thought would betray me, the things they did behind my back, the things they said behind my back. And I'm from New York.
How did you know even what they were doing behind your back?
You find out.
How do you find out?
Because I'm from fucking New York. I fucking find shit out,
What would they do to you? Like, what were some of the horrible things?
Well, somebody sold our company behind my back.
Wow.
And didn't tell me.
How do they do that? I mean, how do they sell your company? I mean, it's your company.
Well, it's not mine, but
right.
I'm Lady Gaga.
Right. So,
that's, we're in the business of that's the problem, is when you're an artist, you're also a business, right?
Right.
And then everybody starts to treat you like, a
commodity.
A commodity, and like, oh.
But don't they kiss your ass and everything, and they treat you like a goddess?
No.
Well,
you mean
when
just
somebody
the
has
opposite?
the ability to make a lot of money, Howard, they're not going to stop.
They sell you out?
Yeah.
I just got overworked. I had a best friend sue me for a bunch of money.
Was that this like a person who worked for you, got $1 million deal to write a book about you?
That's not true.
Oh.
But oh my God, we lived in a walk-up together on the Lower East Side. We were cleaning roaches out of my closet together. I'm sitting in a deposition room thinking, you fuck. And everybody's like, they read your transcript and they think that you're such a terrible person. How could you speak to your...
What was she suing you for?
Overtime.
Oh my God.
For overtime. And I'm sorry, but you can just if you're working too much, you can
You could
just
have
say
said to you-
you can just say, "Hey, I'm working too much.
Right.
Can
You
I
don't have
take
to
some
sue
time
me."
off?"
Yeah.
You don't wait until your job is over and a year later and then sue somebody for $1 million. I mean, it really. I got to tell you,
And that drains you
it
emotionally.
I was like, I'm done with people. I'm done with everything.
I don't blame
and
you.
Why make music? Why put myself in the public? And with all my records, I love making music. But I got to tell you something, Howard. If I wasn't a star today, I'd be a star on Rivington Street, and you could come see me for $5. I'd still be there.
Right.
That's just the
You
way that
love
I
it.
am. I can't. I thought I'd already made it. There was never a time in my life that somebody would come see me and I would be crying, going, "I wish that I could make it." It never happened. Every little thing that happened to me, every little show that I booked, every little thing that I was doing,
It has
I
to
made
be
it.
incredibly painful to have a close friend sue you over overtime when you had no idea they were upset about overtime, and you would have been aware of that and maybe helped them out with that.
Of course. Well, I helped her out with the job.
So do you trust people now?
I gave her the job because she didn't have a job, and she
Right.
was my friend, and I really loved her.
Right.
And there's a lot of people on and I really loved my ex-manager. I mean, truly, deeply in my heart, have so much love from the past for so many people.
Did your ex-manager betray you?
I really can't talk about it.
Right, okay.
But, it's so painful when it happens.
Did you ever get to turn to this girl and say, why? Did you ever get to say to her, why are you doing this? I love
I knew
you.
why. I told her why she did it.
Why did she do it?
Because she spent all the money she made working for me, and she went home to Daddy, and she didn't know what to say. Because when kids can't ask their parents for money anymore, it's like they just start becoming like legal demons. And you know what? I'm sorry, but the American way to make money. You fucking punch in your card and you go to work.
That's right.
And you punch out. And I punch in and I punch out every day, and I work long hours. And I'm proud of what I do because I can go to bed at night knowing that every dollar that I make and every house that,
Nobody
that
gave
I
you
buy,
anything.
nobody gave it to me. And my father didn't give it to me. Listen, when I told my dad I wanted to be a rock star, he was like, bye.
Right.
Have
I'm not
fun.
paying for this.
He goes, I'm not paying for this. He said, I saved up your college money. Your mom and I'll get a timeshare. See ya.
And that's the right thing to say. He did the right thing. You want it, go get it.
And I did.
Yeah.
And I did. And I don't mean to obsess about, I'm not obsessing anymore about all of the things that have happened over the past couple years. It's just, I guess, my way of telling you and also to the people that are listening that this is a tough time in America right now.
Right.
And everybody's very stressed and everything's very negative, on the internet and in the media and and I just think it's important that we all kind of hold each other's hands and heal each other